recently, we've had the cases of Michael Brown, where this boy who was 18 years old, 2 days away from college, was shot down by Darren Wilson in Ferguson, Missouri. He was not found guilty of murder. Recently, we found out that the man that killed Eric Garner in Staten Island, the person who killed him did an illegal chokehold that the police outlawed. He did a legal chokehold on Eric Garner, and while he was on the ground, a man who had asthma said, "I cannot breathe." And yet he was still remaining in the chokehold, and he died. And yet still he was not found guilty. This is not two cases that just happened. This is two of many cases that have happened.
So today, right now, we will honor Michael Brown by starting off with the die-in by laying on the ground for 4.5 minutes. He was...
And now we will commence the 4.5 minutes. Please have a moment of silence. So now I would like to open up the floor. If anybody has any words to say, it is an open mic.
One year, my senior year, his sophomore year of high school, we decided to run in our neighborhood that was predominantly white. At the end of the run, we decided the house was only at the end of the street, so we decided we might as well have a little sibling competition and see who could run the fastest. Because for my entire life, I was taller, and he finally just got taller than me and decided he might be faster than me as well. So we took off down the street, and a woman called the cops on us because she thought we were looting in our own neighborhood. My mother had to come home 6 hours before the end of her workday to find her children handcuffed in front of her own home. Something normal in my community and my whole life. Or I'd share that with you.
As a system, there is a problem. Cops in the United States of America don't see any of you as people. Of course it's a race issue, but at its very core, it's a systematic injustice that we're provided for not being cops. They need to be educated. They need to be put in the shoes of a Hispanic man, in the shoes of a working black woman.
Regardless of where I'm from or where I am, I'm still a human being. Having said that, I come from a family of educators, and the one lesson I always learned was continue your education.
Yesterday in class, my teacher talked about the Eric Garner case. And he said something that was interesting to me. He said, "Do you see a difference in what's happening with Eric Garner and what's happening with Michael Brown?" And then one of the students said, "Yeah, there's a difference. We've become numb to it."
Being black in America means to me, my opinion is opinionated as intellectually weak, not by all, but by some. Being black in America makes my words automatically dumb. Being black in America means you're athletic, that there's no type of wisdom held in your genetics. Being black in America is hard to explain. Undermined is our struggle, and overlooked is our pain. Being black in America means to me that a man can kill an innocent black teen and a jury can set him free.
I thought officers were here to protect us, not to kill us.
Now everybody want to talk Mike Brown right now. But if you won't do the same next year, pipe down. Because this is not another trend we'll pretend to care about, then move on in the moment the next new Jordans come out. No, this is real. We're still picking cotton in the field. They can hit you with a whip, then they'll hit you with a bill. But y'all rather I talk about throwing money on a stripper, cars I can't afford, PMW and liquor, while my brothers and sisters protesting like it's still the 60s, cause it's open season on my people like it's still the 50s. Don't think that we live in a different world. Wayne Whitley, same game, different players. I hope one day y'all get me. I guess we're still in the chains. Turn off the TV, that thing is still in your brain, I swear. Don't believe what they tell you. That's just dreams that they sell you. Land of the free. Yeah, effing right. Maybe if I'm wealthy and white, but even that has limitations, cause women and gays still get persecuted in so many ways, and it hurts to view it for so many days and still see no change. Chains. We're too content with ignorance, complacent, completed. We'll only talk about the struggle so that you can retweet it. I bet you if they got no likes, they would go and delete it. Hashtag take a stand, but they don't really mean it. But if you can give a damn about a round of applause, you're really down for the cause and got your hands to the stars, either reaching for answers or lifted in prayer. It's because you know this one thing's clear. We're still in the chains. Dear God, why we still in the chains? Who do we call when the cops are the killers? Judges on their side, so they not gonna fill us. They want us all dead or locked in a prison or in another country. It's all part of the system, like we chose to be here. So once again, let me make this one thing clear. I haven't been seen as an equal ever since Plymouth Rock landed on my people. Willie Lynch and Jim Crow taught you I was evil, and if you take my life, it's only 3/5 illegal. My life don't they did to the Black Panthers while the KKK is still alive today. Maybe if Mike wasn't brown, he would have never got shot down. Got me bitter and frustrated, so yeah, might get to rambling, because when I leave my house, it's my life that I'm gambling. Because of my skin, I'm automatically suspect. And they question, why are black people always so upset? Because it's been 500 years and we still ain't free in the sweet land of liberty, right? Then why we still in the chains? We're still in the chains. They choked Eric to death, try to blame it on his asthma. I'm mad because we're waiting for the next Martin to stand up, the next Malcolm, the next Medgar Evers, Angela Davis to bring us all together. We're hot when it's cops putting shots in our domes. Meanwhile, we're in our hoods catching bodies for foams. So when I leave my home, if the Reaper tells me it's my go, will that bullet come from 5-0 or from my bro? Heaven's starting to look a lot like the pen. It's overpacked with men that have brown or black skin. Tell me, how can that end? And what's the difference between now and back then? Unclear answers to frequently asked questions. Needing exorcisms the way we're trading our bodies and our souls for possessions. Our heroes get put on, then turn their brains off. Is death the only way we can take the chains off? If so, congrats Trayvon Martin, you're saved, dawg. Because the rest of us still down here remain lost. Dealing with pain and feeling the rain. We can't shield it, asking when will it change? We're still in the chains, dang. We're still in the chains. But when will it change?